What's up, everybody? This is the Mixed Signals podcast. Every week we're going to be sitting right here and we're going to talk about music for you guys. This is episode 3. Thanks for sticking around with us. We got a couple new subscribers. We are growing as a channel, and as I said last week, we got some stuff together. We got a little bit of a background going on. It's just some posters and a flag or whatever, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We still don't have the audio set up quite the way we want it.
Eventually,
but we're getting there. We gotta get a budget together and stuff like that. But so welcome to episode 3. I am your host, Devontae Chisholm.
My name's Israel Sanchez.
What's up? It's Mark Lee.
I was wondering when somebody was going to introduce themselves. I'm going to have lower thirds at the bottom now because I finally made them to stop being lazy. Sorry for the audio listeners because you don't get to see pretty lower thirds. But, if you do have the option of watching it on YouTube and listening to the podcast. Like, you can listen twice. I think we're special enough for people to listen twice.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
But, you watch us and then you listen to it again on your way to work or whatever on the train.
Or you watch us and then when you're going to bed, you listen to the audio only. Because
you love
yeah, and we love you to sleep. For the people on YouTube who are confused, you can get the full episode on iTunes for free because I know people don't want to pay for things. So as we're posting this every day on YouTube. Well, Monday through Wednesday in parts on YouTube, but on iTunes you can get the whole audio. So link in the description, just so you know. Topics as always. Let's just go right into them. Starting with mine, and mine is this lawsuit. Lil Wayne, Young Money versus Cash Money. Are we Lil Wayne fans?
If you ask anybody that I went to high school with, I was never a Lil Wayne fan. But I feel like with this lawsuit, I feel like if there's anyone at his label Cash Money / Young Money that shouldn't be getting a shouldn't be giving Birdman a lawsuit, it's Lil Wayne. Because it's like he's literally kept like Cash Money's lights on for years.
I'm definitely not real. I don't know where I stand with Lil Wayne because it's just like I like him sometimes, I don't like him sometimes, and I have no clue. But this lawsuit is just. To me, all this drama came out of nowhere, and it's just like I feel like just yesterday I was making fun of him for like kissing Birdman.
Yeah,
and now it's just like
he kissed his daddy. Now he's divorcing his daddy. It don't make no sense, but okay.
Honestly, I don't even know if Birdman like is he like the owner still of Cash Money?
There's Birdman and Slim.
Yeah, that's what I like see here. But I didn't know if they were still at the top or if it was like one of those things like, hey, we founded it, but we're not in charge anymore, so let these people do it.
Yeah, I think he is one of the co-founders.
All right, yeah, it's
along with Manny Fresh. Also.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, so it's Cash Money. So Young Money is under Cash Money, and Cash Money is under Universal Music Group.
Yeah.
All right, and so basically, let me give you a little rundown that I'm reading off of Fader right now. And there's a lot going on within this lawsuit. So basically, Lil Wayne, Young Money and Lil Wayne are seeking $55 million. $8 million are because Lil Wayne's, it was a breach in Lil Wayne's contract. So basically, when he's going to do a solo album, they're supposed to give him $8 million in advance, just like for working on the album, and then he gets the other $2 million when the album is delivered. When he's just like, "Hey, here you go, it's ready to be put out," but he didn't get that, and he didn't get the $2 million either. And then that's a big part of his problem. Like honestly, I thought it was I thought it was Cash Money holding back the album, but it seems like now after I'm reading stuff that it's Lil Wayne holding it back because it's just like I didn't get my money. I need my money. $5 million for like breach of there's some big words in here, but basically, here's some of the other stuff that's happening though. It's like Cash Money is like they're not paying artists. Like Cash Money failed to pay Young Money its full allotted share of royalties to Young Money artists such as Drake, who is like. That's the like biggest artist
the biggest
on Young Money
and
money, Cash Money, or in hip hop in general right now. So they're not paying him the money that he deserves. Apparently, Cash Money was failing to pay third parties involved with Young Money recordings, such as music video directors and producers, and Young Money had to deal with that as a result. So Young Money was taken to court for stuff like that and having to like pay for things like that.
So they try to do stuff for free.
Cash Money blocked Lil Wayne from signing any new artists to Young Money. Cash Money claimed millions of dollars in marketing expenses when they were supposed to go to Young Money and ask permission for marketing expenses that were greater than $300,000. So they've done a lot, and it seems like they've been taking a lot from Young Money. What I find really ironic about this, all of this, is that it's Cash Money and Young Money, and then it's just like you're suing for money and stealing of money, and there's so much money in all of this. That it's just like it's weird, but it's an interesting thing. Like there's so much going on within this story, and I mean honestly, I feel bad for Lil Wayne. Like I don't know if you guys like feel bad for him, but I feel like with all he's done for Cash Money,
he's been around. When did he? Was he like 15, 16 when he started?
Here it says in 1998, Lil Wayne signed an exclusive recording deal with Cash Money.
Yeah, and like ever since then, like I'm not really a fan per se, but like his older work, like when he started and everything, and he had that ambition, that hunger to be somebody. Yeah, I was a fan of that kind of stuff because that's when he was really. Yeah, he was at his most prominent stage and at his peak, but once like after was like the Carter 3 maybe, like that's when it was just like his stuff started to decline and all that. As far as like
he was just pushing stuff out. Like, even here it says he still owes them like 2 more albums, like 2 more solo and a collab album. And it's just like, I wonder who the collab album would have been with. That Drake album.
That Drake. That's like mandatory. I think that would be a good album. Let's just say.
Like there were rumors that Lil Wayne was supposed to have been jumped ship with Cash Money and went to No Limit a long time ago. I don't know. That was back when it was back when No Limit was hot. It was back when No Limit was hot, and artists like BG and Juvenile were leaving Cash Money. Yeah. So at the time, Wayne was gonna jump ship, but then he was like, "Okay, well, Birdman means this much to me, so I'm gonna go in and like just turn it up completely."
So he did it out of respect. Then
he basically did it out of respect and made Cash Money basically what it is today.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, especially since Cash Money has recently, no offense to any of the rappers that have recently been signed, but Cash Money is literally the land of the washed up. Basically. It's just not even talking about Young Money. Young Money has its own thing, but it's just like when it just comes to Cash Money, you have all these artists who aren't doing anything. They weren't doing anything. You sign them. Maybe they made like 1 song, 2 songs or something. Just be like, yay, we're on the label. We're on a like important label. But then nothing after that. And I don't know if that's because they are washed up or because Cash Money just isn't letting them do anything. Like now I'm curious.
I feel like there's a lot of like backdoor politics that like we as the public don't really hear about and stuff, and that plays a big role as far as like, because I'm pretty sure like Wayne's album was done a while ago. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure there was a song or two that the label didn't agree with. Label being either Cash Money or even was Universal's their parent company, right? Yeah. So even like Universal, like labels have a really big hand in as far as like what comes out and what doesn't. Yeah. So it's like I could record a whole album, and if the label doesn't like half of it, and I wanted to release it next month, like I have to go back into the studio and do new songs that'll appease to them, and that's more cost, more expenses. Like that's more of more unnecessary work and more things to do that like Just
he should have immunity by now, though.
True.
Honestly, I don't think anyone. I don't care. I feel like I don't care who you are. You'll never have immunity when it comes to the suits. You'll never. I don't. Unless you have your own label. That's the thing. He doesn't have his own label.
Unless you have your own like solidified brand.
Yeah,
you have your own.
Does
I mean, but it's still under somebody.
It is still under.
And the thing is, like, for Wayne to really do whatever he wants, he has to like. If this whole thing goes well and he's able to get his money and start his own thing, whether it just be a continuation of just sticking it as Young Money or a whole new name just for the sake of, it being a new thing, like, he can literally do what he wants. Yeah. Like, he'll be funding himself. He'll be self-sustained. That's like who did it? Wiz Khalifa did that. He when he started off, he with his music and everything, he whatchamacallit, I think it was he sold his house, got like $1 million for it or whatever, and like he just toured by himself. That's how he got so out there. Like, he pushed himself, and then the rest is history. But
true.
If you got the money for it and whatever, then nobody can tell you what to do. But if you're under contract and he still has to do, was it two more records and then a conjoint? That's like another example is like the Strokes had a 5 record deal with RCA, and by the time they got to their last album, there was literally no press, no nothing for it. They just released the album and that was it. So now they're on a contract. So it's like, once you're out of contract, then you can pretty much do what you want, and by that time, then hopefully you'll have that clout and that respect in the community, in the music community, where you can pretty much meet up with anybody, any producer or whatever, and do your own thing and not have it be a problem.
I honestly, the last big artist I remember from Cash Money that actually sold was like Jay Sean.
I didn't even know he was Cash Money.
Jay Sean is Cash Money.
Still?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And the last one before him was
I don't really care
Kevin Rudolph.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Kevin Rudolph.
I thought he was Young Money for some reason, but
yeah.
Wow.
Jesus. Yeah.
And that was like what? That was like what? 2009?
Something like that. Yeah. 09, 08. It's high school. Wow.
Yeah. But besides that, it's just been a slew of washed up artists after washed up artists after washed up artists, like Busta Rhymes, Bow Wow, Limp Bizkit.
I forgot their side. They're still
Paris
touring.
Hilton.
Oh, she was. Yo.
So to wrap it up, Cash Money, you made a really bad mistake. Because once Wayne leaves, things aren't going to be the same. And Wayne, if you're watching this, I really hope your album comes out. I was actually kind of looking forward to the Carter 5. So when it comes out, I hope it's worth the hype. And it's okay. I accept your apology for the wait. You don't have to be so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't really like that mixtape though, Wayne.
Yeah.
But, it's okay. Let's move on.